What do Office Christmas Party, Mrs. Sloan, Suicide Squad, and 12 Angry Men have in common?
They're all coming up now.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. This is the Entertainment Answer.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Dedicated to helping you decide what to spend your hard-earned money on at the box office. Looking for the latest DVD and Blu-ray releases? We have the answer for that too.
It'll be our little secret.
You know, it's exciting.
Want something fun and untucked?
I feel like I should say something smart.
Welcome to the Entertainment Answer.
Yippee-ki-yay,
Sweetheart, we're taking off.
Well, welcome to the best looking show in the world. I don't know in the world. I think Heidi Klum would have something to say about that. But we're the best looking show about entertainment that airs wherever you're listening to the show right now. Yes, we are. I'm Matt Mungle. Appreciate you guys being with us every week. For the Entertainment Answer, you have questions, we have answers. A lot of times answers to questions you didn't even know you had, which makes us the cutting edge. Sitting across from me, Mr. Brian Kluger, Mr. 4K. How's it going, buddy?
It's going all right. It's going well. It is cold outside. I finally got to wear a jacket and a sweater today.
Yeah.
They're hard.
And now, do you have
But still-
now somewhere under all these layers? Do you have a wrestling T-shirt on, which is your normal?
I have my Jayhawk shirt on.
Okay.
My Jayhawk shirt on.
Because you have a
today.
reputation of always wearing a wrestling
different
shirt.
one.
Yeah, a different one. We should
Different
say.
one.
Not the same one every week, but so it's different.
I wear a Jayhawk today.
All right. Next to him, with color commentary, color graphics, our tech expert, Mr. Dave Curley. How you doing, buddy?
Hello.
It's good. Have a good week.
So far, yeah. It's been. I've been very busy. I'm trying to get a whole bunch of stuff done before the holidays, and get a whole bunch of stuff out the door. And
'Tis the season. I'm trying to find the balance. I don't know if you guys have found that balance yet. Of during December, there's so much to do, but you want to enjoy it. You want to enjoy the holiday season, but you get so hustly and bustly that sometimes it's over and you missed it. You're trying to put so much into enjoy that you end up not enjoying anything. Have you guys found that balance?
yeah, it's weird. I try to find that balance. I find the same thing where it's like all of a sudden the Christmas season is on us.
Right.
It's like I didn't realize that the year had gone by so quickly, but it had. And then it's like before you know it, you're sitting there with the family and you're doing all this, and then it's the next day and it's like, did it just happen? What,
I know.
It's like, did I miss it again?
Yeah. So less is more sometimes, I think. I think
I like to try
trimming
to
some
have
things.
a glass of whiskey, listen to a Christmas album. Jackson 5 Christmas is the best. And that keeps me in the spirit.
So you are kind of the minimalist?
Minimalist? Yeah.
Minimalism.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I
like
think
it.
is smart. Yeah. Just find a few things to bring you nice, comforting warmth.
Comfort and joy.
I will tell you something that I think is genius. You guys all know my daughter Jillian, Gigi.
Mm-hmm.
So over the Thanksgiving holiday, we're out in San Angelo with the family. So there's 10 grandchildren. Okay. So at some point during, while one of the games is on or something, the kids have been playing outside and they all came in to chill. And it's after dinner, I guess. And Jillian is sitting over in the formal living room at my mother-in-law's house. And she has almost all of the grandchildren over there. And she has her Chromebook sitting there. And they're all drinking cocoa. And they've got their Chromebook. And she's got a nice Yule log on the Chromebook. And they're just sitting there visiting and having that. But do you know what the Yule log is?
What is the Yule log?
It is the 8 or 10 hour Darth Vader on the funeral pyre.
Yes.
Yule log going. So
we did that one last year. It's very cute.
Who is Darth Vader?
Yeah, so it's 10 hours of that shot of him.
Right, just burning.
And not being consumed, just burning like that. And
that's some dark stuff right there.
I know. It makes you appreciate what you have.
Yeah.
Well,
it brings it all around.
Knowing my daughter, I'm glad it was that and not like a montage of the burning of all the bodies on Walking Dead, because she's a huge Walking Dead fan. And
yeah, that would have been even worse.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about Miss Sloan, other movie releases. 4K over there's got Blu-ray releases.
Yep.
We're going to talk about, we're going to recast a very popular movie that's been done once, and we're going to maybe recast that again. Plus talk about what we're watching and reading. And so I think it's going to be a fun show.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And you're going to have some wrestling news too? I wasn't on the run sheet, but...
Because I went to TLC pay-per-view, and the VIP wrestling is coming up.
All right, cool. So all that's coming up right here on the Entertainment Answer. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Can't see me.
Oh, now I can. Was that supposed to cut to you?
Yeah.
Sorry. What's going on in there?
It's Christmas. We should celebrate, they said. Just a little get-together for the employees. Have a few drinks. Blow off a little steam. Nothing crazy.
Merry Christmas, Jeremy. Great night, huh?
This is a sample cheese board for a holiday mixer tonight.
I'm sorry, you're having a Christmas party tonight? It's not happening.
All right, it's canceled.
Hey, idiot, I'm looking right at you.
I'm telling you, the thing is not happening at all.
I'm not messing with you. Hey, stop doing that, all right?
If you are going to have intercourse tonight, please do not do it on company property. Go into the Rite Aid parking lot.
We're talking Rite Aid, baby making all night. Fwah, fwah, fwah.
Oh, pardon me?
Hey, Santa, want a party?
I love this company.
I think he meant to swing there.
Leave it to Brian. What'd I do?
Yeah.
We got out of the gutter for 2 seconds, and you weren't happy.
Clawed us back
I'm
in.
there to take you back in.
Drug us back into the gutter. All right, welcome back to the Entertainment Answer. Matt, Brian, Dave, hanging out with you. We've talked a lot about movies because it's Oscar time, but
Isn't that what we do here? Is talk about movies? It's like
I know.
You're acting like that's a shock. We talk a lot about movies.
But the thing of it is, we talk a lot about movies that aren't in theaters yet because it's
Right.
Oscar season. We talk
Right.
about movies that aren't even playing in a lot of markets. But a couple are coming out that should be wide release that you could find this weekend. So over the last week in particular, we talked about a bunch of just movies in general. But we usually try to focus in and hone in on movies that are opening for the weekend to give you an idea. Now, you saw Office Christmas Party.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to see it. It looks hilarious. I love the cast. I loved the premise. Is it funny?
Yes, it is. I went into this not expecting greatness, but with Jennifer Aniston, T.J. Miller, Jason Bateman, I laughed at the whole thing. And there's
Kate McKinnon.
Yes, from Saturday Night Live. She's okay. She's not great in it.
Right.
She's reduced to fart jokes. But there is a human centipede reference in the movie, which
Really?
I lost my mind.
Of course.
Very excited.
That's right up your twisted
it's
alley.
Vulgar, it's rated R, there's nudity, language. It's everything you want in a Christmas movie.
Yeah, this is not the all for the family Christmas movie.
It is. There's a good Christmas message.
And that's why you're not married and don't have kids. They won't let you.
Yes. So, but it's fine. I wanted it to be kind of a hangover Christmas party.
It is. It is. It's very much in the same kind of vein.
It's cleaner than Bad Santa 2,
Yes.
which is not saying much, but
No. Yeah. It's not like that mean-spirited.
Now, could this be a staple for Christmas that every year everybody sits around and watches Office
for me,
Christmas Party?
absolutely. I was like,
Yeah.
I could definitely see this. It is really fun to watch, and the performances are great.
Yeah, just the party sequences in the trailer look hilarious. to me.
They are.
Yeah. Now, is all the funny stuff in the trailer? Do you get
there's-
nuggets of stuff you don't get in the trailer?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I was laughing through the whole movie, and I was shocked that I was, because I went into it like, hey, this is not going to be great, and it was really good.
Yeah.
It was very enjoyable.
Yeah. How's Jennifer Aniston?
She's excellent. She plays such a bad person in this movie, and she's so good in it.
Yeah. Now, it looks like she just walked off the set, though, of like Horrible Bosses.
So with like
along
Jason
with the rest of the
Bateman,
the cast.
Right.
It almost is, but it's really good.
Yeah. All right. Well, now if that's not your fare, if you're like, I can see mindless comedies, they're all the same to me, and you want something a little richer, a little deeper, more intriguing, there's a movie out called Miss Sloane. Do you go for political thrillers, Curly? Do you like the political?
I do.
Intense.
I like political thrillers. I do. I like the intrigue and House of Cards and all that great kind of stuff. You know,
courtroom sort of.
Yeah. I don't know about Miss Sloane though.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really wowed by the trailer.
He doesn't understand it.
They use big words.
Yes. I think it's too agenda driven.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way. The only thing that saves this movie for me is Jessica Chastain. She plays Elizabeth Sloan, who's the main character, and she's a lobbyist on Capitol Hill.
Which is part of the problem in general.
Yeah. So, and she's there. She works for one of the biggest lobbyist firms. She is known to be that kind of person that's driven. She never sleeps. She is so work driven, and but she takes on what everybody would think would be a no-win scenario. She's going to go up against the gun companies. As far as there's a bill that won't pass, the gun companies want it not passed, but she goes on the other side, and they're like, "This is a no-win scenario." So it's just really cool to see her going up against the big gun company and her agenda and how it all works out. And she is, dude, I've never seen a character like this in that kind of a role. She's fabulous. I mean, she is just cutthroat, and the twists and the turns that take place and how it all winds up. So, yeah, if the trailer doesn't intrigue you, I think you should give it a shot just because of Jessica Chastain and just the plot lines and everything else in it, because it's really cool.
There were a bunch of screens to that, and I didn't go to any of them. So
how come?
It didn't appeal to me.
See, everybody's saying that, and even now at the end of the year, with all the voting going on,
right,
and all the everybody's nominees coming out, she's not on the list anywhere. The movie isn't really getting any sort of attention.
Did she do anything else this year?
She did. She was in. What was she in? Look it up. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. It wasn't a big, well-known film, but there was something she was in this year, or was it end of last year? But I like Jessica Chastain. I think she's really good. And in this one, man, it's just this.
The Huntsman, Winter's War.
Oh, Winter's War.
Yeah.
Crimson Peak.
Is she
Crimson Peak was the other one I was thinking. Oh, Martian, I was thinking of too. Yeah, that was last year.
Last year, but
man, The Martian was good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was telling someone about that movie again, I guess last week, and
yeah, I don't know how many times I've sit down and I'll listen to it, and then I went and listened to the audiobook on my commute, and it's just a really fabulously written.
So is this is Miss Sloan something you would revisit?
I would recommend. I would recommend. I don't know if I would now that I know all the twists and turns and the plots and have watched the character. I would watch it again just to watch her character and what she does with this character. And she's just and so, not to give too much away, she goes up before a Senate hearing because of all the things that she does, and they're trying to get her busted for some of the techniques that she uses. So it's part her going up against this, plus going through this Senate committee and how that all ties in together, and the Senate hearings. And it's just cool. John Lithgow's in it. He plays a senator. Yeah,
I like John Lithgow. Retired like 4 times, and he's
this is like the second thing he's in this year too, isn't it?
Yeah, I saw him in something else. But yeah, so it's just solid filmmaking, and it's well written, and you don't get that many of those political thrillers that are, you kind of get a look at Capitol Hill and how lobbyists work, and just all the palm greasing and everything that goes on in politics. And
go ahead and say it.
I say it. Your eyebrows light up every time I use the word grease.
I love it. Hashtag Greasy Strangler.
So what else is out that you've been watching? Because that's the only 2 big films that are out.
The only 2. What else was out? I missed Sing, so I haven't seen that.
See, I haven't seen Sing yet.
Yeah, I haven't
Sing. I don't want to go to Sing.
I haven't seen that yet. I need to.
Yeah, it looks funny. The trailer looks really.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
really
be fun.
Cute, yeah,
and the soundtrack is good. I've been listening to the soundtrack
I mean, it's right. I like musicals. I like animated movies, which is like something you don't like.
Well, and you like Glee, so I mean, this is like
it's Glee with pigs
and a giant elephant and
a big gorilla.
The back door. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's going to be cute. I think it's unique.
But you don't like animated movies, though, right?
No, and that's why I haven't rushed out to see it. I haven't rushed to this theater because there's other stuff I want to watch. See, I would rather sit down and watch Miss Sloan again than to watch most of the animated movies I've seen.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Why is that sad?
No, you're dead
inside. You need to go see Office Christmas Party.
Oh, I am. I want to see it. I want to see it maybe closer to the holiday.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so why is it that, just to kind of feed off that question, why is not liking animated films? What makes you a better humanitarian because you like animated films? Does this mean that you're jollier inside?
Yeah,
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
because I get that reaction from everybody. Oh, you don't like it?
Well, I think because when I think of the animated films, I'm not generally thinking of in my head. I'm thinking of the really high quality, really rich story ones. I'm thinking of the Toy Stories, especially Toy Story 3. I mean, that one was just. That was a tremendous movie. The original Cars movies. The other ones are, also Rans. But, I think about movies of that caliber, that rich storytelling, and I think, how can you not like and enjoy, what was the one?
But there's that many...
Inside the Brain. What was that one?
Inside Out.
Oh,
Inside Out. I thought Inside Out was genius.
I thought Inside Out was well written, and I've watched it several times. Having a 4-year-old, he always wants to watch the Little People movie. But yeah, it's just I mean, you get those rich stories in non-animated films. They're even richer stories. It's like Lion King. I saw Lion King for the first time like 3 years ago.
Really?
But it probably
I've
never
never
hold
seen
up
it.
for you though, or not hold up, but like you're
all right.
You're
It's all
older.
right. I guess
it's a good movie.
I'm not saying it's not a good movie. It's just my not
Have you
my
seen Beauty and the Beast?
I saw the stage version several times.
Have you seen the animated one that came out in the early 90s?
Maybe I've watched it. I don't know if I've watched the animated one or not.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's really good.
It is.
I'm looking forward to the live action. I'm really glad that, that Disney is taking these beloved tales and taking them off the page.
Yeah, I think that works out great.
Did you see Why Him?
No, there's another screening for that coming up.
There's
I wanna
another
see.
one? All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
There's a Red Band trailer for that.
I don't know. So we're going to take another small break, come back, talk about Blu-rays, going to talk about wrestling, plus we're going to recast an iconic film, all right here on the Entertainment Answer.
Jin, whatever I do it to protect you. So you understand?
I understand.
You want to get out of here?
Our rebellion is all that remains to push back the Empire. We think you might be able to help us.
When was the last time you were in contact with your father?
What is this? It appears he is critical to the development of a super weapon.
If my father built this thing, we need to find him.
All right. How many do I need?
They are requesting a call sign.
It's, Rogue. Rogue One.
The power that we are dealing with here is immeasurable.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope. They've no idea we're coming.
Take hold of this moment. The Force is strong. Make 10 men feel like 100.
We'll take the next chance. And the next. You're rebels, aren't you?
Save the rebellion! Save the dream!
It's the religious part of the show right
Yes,
now.
Pastor Heath, that was for you.
Yeah. Friend, move up higher.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Testify.
All right. Let's do another segment.
All right.
This is Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Hooray for Oh, we need a hooray for Blu-rays.
Hooray for Blu-ray.
We need that.
Blu-ray Charles.
Oh, the things you miss while you're listening to commercials on this show. It's the Entertainment Answer. Matt Mungle, Brian Kluger, Dave Curley hanging out with you, and it's time for the Blu-ray segment with Mr. 4K. So what's happening in the world of home entertainment?
There's not a stack for me to knock over. I have no. This is a boring show today.
Yeah. So there's one really big one that's coming out. That's what she's had. Suicide Squad, both in Blu-ray and Ultra 4K.
By the way, I finally saw that.
I didn't like it.
I watched it again last night. Just to have something on while I was working.
I wanted to screen it. The girls have really been wanting to watch it, and so we. Now see, the picture just got better. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, sorry, that's you. No, I saw that. Kat and I watched that. We wanted to screen it before we showed it to the girls and stuff, and I like it. I thought it was really
it's on par
good.
with all the other DC and Marvel
Which are all
films,
terrible.
content-wise.
Which are all terrible.
They're dark. I mean, they're definitely darker than anything Marvel's.
But just that whole opening montage with Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, she is just captivating.
She did. I love the scene where they kind of, open up the van and sort of just dump them out,
Yeah.
And she's standing there and she's looking at all these soldiers and everything, and she goes,
What was that? I should kill everyone and escape? Sorry. The voices. I'm kidding. That's not what they really said.
That's not really what they said.
She's
brilliant
and sounds excellent.
Yes. Did you not like the movie?
Well, he said the best part was the Warner Brothers logo.
That one you said?
Yes.
That was this film?
It was this film.
We are no longer friends. I remember that. I remember that now. I couldn't remember what film that was associated with. You said the opening logo.
Friends.
And by the way, it is great.
How did we become friends again? So did you rewatch it?
I did rewatch this, and the
was it
extended
good?
Cut. No.
You still don't like it?
It's like even cheesier in horrible dialogue. I was like, oh my god, they're introducing people 3 times in this movie, and then they introduce 2 people that last 30 seconds in the movie.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's perfect, but I think it's really good for the franchise. It's probably the best DC film.
I will say that
from starting from where?
Jared Leto's
Creation of Earth.
Dang good.
Jared was fantastic. I really, if you've watched the what's his face who did the
Heath Ledger?
3? No, yeah, his. Who was the director?
Christopher Nolan.
Oh, yeah, the Christopher Nolan series.
Right.
Those 3.
The Dark Knight series.
Yes, the Dark Knight series. Heath Ledger's Joker, I thought was by far the best portrayal of a Joker.
Absolutely.
Ever. However, and it felt more akin to the sadistic humor of the animated series, the one that Mark Hamill did. But this one is a whole nother type of psychotic. It is a completely...
It's a comic book psychotic.
He's
very much a character.
It's the subtleties in his character where, if you haven't seen it, you got to see it. But the scene in the nightclub where she's dancing on the pole or whatever, and he's talking with that guy with another, someone who may be coming into the organization or something like that. And then he calls her over there and says, hey, this is your new boyfriend or something. And she's, kind of flirting with him and stuff. And he's standing back there watching to see what's going to happen. It's like he orchestrates this stuff and then kind of steps back and anxiously, like a little kid, just waiting to, like Gomez Adams, waiting for the trains to crash,
Yeah.
And the way he does that, gosh, it is creepy.
Yeah, I give you that. You don't get a lot of Joker in this one, but what you get, it's a different kind. Heath Ledger will, to me, always be the best Joker, but
there's some good extras on this.
How's it look in 4K?
It looks amazing in 4K.
I bet it does.
That's the way it needs to be seen. There's a lot of extras. There's a blooper reel, which has Will Smith sneezing throughout the whole thing.
Nice.
Very weird.
Nice. You know what? He didn't fit in this. I was disappointed.
If you like the movie, it's highly recommended because there's tons of extras, great video and audio. If you didn't like it, you're not going to like the movie again with the extended cut.
This isn't his genre, though.
Yeah, he's kind of grown too old for that. What else? Now, this one I didn't ask for.
I did. Rob Zombie's 31. This is Rob Zombie did, House of 1,000 Corpses and Devil's Rejects.
Halloween.
They were Halloween remakes, which weren't good. And Lords of Salem. This is his new movie, which he shot in 20 days. It's about a group of carnies in 1976.
And what, edited it in 11? That's why it's called 31?
Pretty much, 31 for October 31st,
gotcha.
Halloween. These group of carnies that go around traveling the world are kidnapped by these insane people, and they have to survive inside like this warehouse for 12 hours with these like serial killer crazy clowns. And they have
which Rob Zombie calls Tuesday.
Tuesday. It is a great setup. It's like very much like Saw and The Purge mixed together, but it's very rushed. It's really gory. So for gore hounds like myself, you'll enjoy it, but don't expect there's no point to the movie, but other than to see like, there's a short person Nazi killer clown, which is hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Now, did you see Morgan? Because Morgan comes out this week, too. Did you get a copy of Morgan?
I did not see Morgan. I wanted to see Morgan.
I know. I didn't get a copy of Morgan either. And Florence Foster Jenkins comes out, the Meryl Streep film.
Right.
I still haven't seen that. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
And then for some weird reason, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, they just announced that. It's coming out next week.
I know, because they want to slide it under and nobody talk about how bad it is.
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
It's horrid. It's horrible.
Southside with You. Oh, The Driller Killer, which is an old Grindhouse 70s movie, which is so amazing. It's finally getting a Blu-ray release on Arrow Video. Seriously, if you like those old Grindhouse schlock movies, it is a guy going around with a drill, drilling people.
It is what it says it is.
So good.
Yeah. So, a lot of great family stuff on the holiday list. Releasing for Blu-ray just in time for Christmas.
Suicide Squad and 31.
Yeah, needless to say, we're not going to be spending Christmas over at Brian's house.
Yeah, nobody's watching home entertainment there. We're going to take another small break, come back and talk about recasting a classic film, plus some wrestling news, what we're watching and enjoying as well, right here on the Entertainment Answer.
Ellsworth.
Lobbying is about foresight. About anticipating your opponent's moves
She's your enemy now.
and devising countermeasures.
How the hell did she manage that?
You're a piece of work, Elizabeth.
I was hired to win. I use whatever resource I have.
You want to lead the fight on gun control.
There's over 5 million of us, and we're armed.
Start an inquisition.
They will throw you in jail for contempt of Congress.
The winner plots one step ahead of the opposition.
We have to make it personal.
You know the word annihilate? It means reduce to nothing.
This is more important than my career.
It was mind-boggling,
You crossed the line.
ingenious,
Bugging and
and
tapping.
completely unbelievable.
It's about making sure you surprise them. And they don't surprise you.
Welcome back to the Entertainment Answer. This is a segment that I put on the run sheet myself because every now and then we talk about recasting classic films, and this is one of my favorite films of all time, the original. It's called 12 Angry Men, and I assume
Fantastic
I know Curly's
story.
in it. Brian, have you seen the original 12 Angry Men?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't want to assume. There's nobody killing somebody with a drill in it, so
Yeah.
everybody lives.
Everybody thinks that there's been a
Angry Men.
chainsaw or a drill kill or something. I'm not going to like it.
They're not having sex with the girl.
Two likes Gilmore Girls here.
Oh, that's true.
Who likes
That's
Sound
true.
of Music?
That's true. So they did a remake of it once, and they recast it. What was that, like in the 90s or early 2000s?
when
They
was
did the
that? I don't
remake. I have to
remember.
look that up.
Who was in it? I didn't ever see the remake.
Tony Danza is the only guy I remember being in the
Oh
remake.
my gosh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
That's all you need to know. Tony Danza.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I almost thought it'd be fun to recast it with female actresses, do 12 Angry Women.
Oh, good night. Is this like Ghostbusters and
No,
every other movie
I just said
coming
that would
out?
be interesting, but for now,
Well,
I think we should.
they wouldn't do that with a jury anyway. So
How do you know?
they're going to stack a jury full of women. That's not a.
They're not going to stack it full of men.
No, they would in 1958.
12 Angry People.
There's 3 angry men in this room right now.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Sunshines, rainbows, and puppy dogs.
yeah, Jack Lemmon, right, was the lead in that one.
Henry Fonda was in the first
Jack
one.
Henry
Ward,
Fonda?
Ed Begley, and Lee Cobb were the main
okay.
guys.
Yeah. And so in the remake, they had Ozzie Davis. Wait, is this the original?
Now, I like Ozzie Davis. Always have.
Yeah, in 1997, I guess is the one they redid it. Yeah, it had Tony Danza, James Gandolfini, Ozzie Davis, George C. Scott,
Nice,
Jack
George C.
Lemmon, Edward Olmos, William Peterson, Tyrese Allen. So that was the 97 version.
Are you an Edward Olmos fan?
Edward James Olmos?
Yeah.
So say we all, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think. Do you remember Stand and Deliver? Did y'all watch
Yes,
that in
I
school?
absolutely did.
That was a fantastic movie.
Yeah, and the only difference between the original and the remake in 97 is they had a female judge. The judge was female, the only female person in the film.
Okay.
And then nobody has names. It's always juror 1, juror 2, juror 3.
Well,
And
they all kind of give each other names at the end, right? Or they start talking. They
Well, at the
introduce
very
themselves.
end, he said, I didn't get your name. And he
Right.
tells him his name and they shake hands.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, in the original.
But
Which
yeah,
the original was so
Juror 1,
great.
2, 3, yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any concepts of who would be a great?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think a mixture of guys and gals in there would be good.
I put no women in this.
Yeah, I think it needs to say, and nothing against women, because I would like to recast one of all women. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting. So who's your 12?
So juror number 8 from the original movie, who was played by Henry Fonda, who's the guy that is the first person to like, maybe this guy's not guilty.
Right, let's just sit and talk.
I picked Matt Damon. He is our lead guy right there.
So you went younger. So you didn't do like, because in this one,
Yeah.
he's very old.
Correct. No, I went younger.
Interesting.
And then the guy who wants to like just get out because he has tickets, that was juror number 7 from the original, played by Jack Warden. The guy who just,
right.
I want to get those.
He's a pepper on that ball.
Yeah. Bryan Cranston.
Nice call. I like where you're going with this.
Juror number 10, who's kind of like the guy who looks down on the defendant, who is, poor in the slums and whatnot. Kind of like a racist. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, so he's the one at the end, tears up the picture of his kid and says...
No, that's juror number 3.
All right, so
juror number 3 was played by Lee Cobb, who breaks down with the kid because his kid and him don't have a
So who's the other
relationship.
than you said was...
The guy, he's juror number 10. He was played by Ed Begley. He's like the prejudice guy against...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Kevin Spacey. Juror number 3, who was played by Lee Cobb, who's the guy who rips up the picture of his kid because they have a good relationship.
He's the hothead.
He's the one that eventually changes his mind at the very end.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Because Danny DeVito is a damn good actor, and he would totally kill that.
All right.
As a hothead?
No, like breaking down because he didn't have a real good relationship
Right,
with
but
his
the
son.
thing, he's a hothead, because remember, he's the one that's like, I'll kill you, I'll kill you.
He was a little short man, angry. It was amazing.
Jumps on a chair. He's an angry elf.
Those are like the 4 big ones.
All right,
I casted everybody else, but I've casted Eddie Murphy, Michael Shannon, Sam Jackson.
See, Michael Shannon to me would be a good hothead. Which one was Michael Shannon in enough?
And so would Sam Jackson.
They would both be good.
Yeah. Now the guy that voices Piglet in all the Pig and the Winnie the Pooh man,
Yes.
who was he? Because that's juror. Because he's the one that's just trying to keep everybody happy, and he's
the peacemaker.
Yeah.
What was his name? Oh my god, I can't remember.
I love that guy because he was
on Bob Newhart.
Yeah, he was on Andy Griffith. He was a great character actor. Back
So
in the day.
who rounds out your 12?
So Sam Jackson, John Leguizamo, John Malkovich.
I thought you didn't like John Leguizamo.
I love him. Robert Downey Jr., Ed Norton, and Bill Murray.
Yeah, I had Ed Norton in there.
Yeah. Dude, that's a good 12.
Thank
Bill Murray,
you. I
huh?
put time into this. Bill Murray would be amazing. I actually thought about putting Bill Murray in one of the big 4, but I didn't.
Bill Murray would also be the guy that's like the baseball fan.
Yeah, like he has to go.
Like one minute he doesn't, once it starts raining, he doesn't mind staying. He's like so wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Ben Affleck as the foreman?
So, since I put the foreman?
Yeah, the jury foreman, the guy that's always trying like, well, you vote. He's trying to keep the peace.
I guess that would be okay. It would be weird to have both Matt and Ben in there.
Well, they would have to write it.
That's why I didn't put Ben in there.
Would be interesting though is to do Matt and Ben, and then the guy who's from the slums that he doesn't say anything until toward the middle when he's like, hey, I was raised in those cities, and he knows about the switchblade knife and all that.
Yeah.
Make that Casey Affleck. So you have Ben, Casey, and Matt Damon.
Oh my goodness!
All around the same table,
like a reunion of sorts.
And then I would think that John Leguizamo would be good in that part though.
Oh yeah, he would be good in there.
Yeah,
yeah. You need somebody with who can, because the thing about 12 Angry Men, as you well know, you put 12 actors in a room with nothing else but a script.
Right.
They have to be solid. They have to be able to just communicate
and, these are all
move.
like fairly big names and just very powerful.
See,
actors.
I would think that Denzel Washington playing the lead in that, I think would be really good because he's, he can
in the Matt Damon role that he has. The guy
because he can be extremely passionate. I mean, look at Training Day. I mean, he was bipolar in that movie. I mean, from sentence to sentence sometimes. So I think being calm and thoughtful, he's very good at. But then also, getting mad, and so I mean, I think he. I don't know. I'm a huge Denzel Washington fan.
I agree. He could be. I'm just trying to figure out.
There's very little that he can do, that he cannot do well.
I thought about Denzel, but I didn't put Denzel because I wanted to give like Sam Jackson, Eddie Murphy more.
Yeah. Now all yours are older. Like if you needed a younger, like who's some of the younger upcoming actors that we could stick in there, just as like maybe the young guy.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, see, George,
not that
he is
young.
really good. Yeah.
You just had young guys. Come on.
Well, okay, George. Okay, hang on. What? He's not the kid on Third Rock anymore. He's in his 30s. If not approaching 40 by
I don't
now.
know who I thought you said. Yeah, he would be good. Yeah, he would be good.
Confused.
Or like
right
a
now.
Terrence Edgerton, or somebody like that.
Oh, from Kingsman.
Yeah,
Taron
from
Egerton.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
Or what about Hugh Jackman in there? Is he too British?
No. Have you seen him?
British. He's not from England.
All right. Well, see, the downside of this is now I want to see this movie with these people in it.
Right?
I want to see this movie.
Can we Photoshop all these guys into like a poster?
I bet Curly can. We're going to work on that during the break. Come back, talk about some wrestling and what other things that we're watching, playing, reading, and fun stuff right here on the Entertainment Answer. Welcome back to the Entertainment Answer. It's my show.
It's my show.
I
do what I want.
In the break, you said we were still casting the 12 Angry Men, and you threw Norman Reedus in there, and that made me think, how many episodes of Walking Dead are 12 Angry Men? I've seen several of them where
they're all in a room, angry.
Yeah, and they're like at the farm before the farm fell. They had brought that guy from town who had tried to kill him. They brought him, and they were trying to determine, should we kill him? Should we take him out and dump him off somewhere? All this sort of stuff. Right there, that was 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot with that group.
Yeah,
where they're just at different odds, and there's always one level-headed person and one hothead.
And it's not the same person every time. Someone is level-headed while everyone else is seeing things that they're not, or vice versa.
Are you current on Walking Dead this season?
No, I'm not. I'm kind of waiting for him to stack in.
My wife's the same. Everybody's.
I'm up to date.
Are you?
Yeah.
You liking it?
I am.
Yeah. All right.
It's good.
It's
a good character.
Because Walking Dead is a love-hate relationship. People either love it or hate it. They're like, either it's too violent or there's too much drama.
Oh, get over yourself. It's a good story. And Negan is a great character.
And those that haven't seen it, I mean, I know my parents haven't seen it, and I have a feeling that if I showed them the first episode, that they would get into it. I mean, they would go, "Wow, this is nothing like I thought," because
or they would take your children from you.
Dad's reworking their will again. Yeah. No, but I mean, I told you last year, until you and I sat down and started our show last year, I hadn't seen any of The Walking Dead, and my pre notion or whatever was, great, what's it gonna be, Monster of the Week? I mean, how long can they ride this train? All that sort of stuff has nothing to do with the zombies. That's just a MacGuffin.
That's all it is.
And the story is so freaking rich. It's amazing.
Agree. So, are you watching anything? You're not watching Walking Dead. What
are we watching? We're
I don't know.
I have.
I don't look in your window much.
No, I know. Thanks. No, Brian's always there. We've been. I've been enjoying MacGyver. The new MacGyver.
I've got them all
show.
in my DVR and watched the first one. I haven't watched
I'm
them.
enjoying MacGyver. In our house, we've got some staples in there that we jump back and forth with. I stack all these things in, and then we kind of micro binge as we go. Really loving Hawaii Five-0. I didn't think I was going to like the remake, and the original is kind of.
You don't like remakes?
No, I don't. But I thought this was good, and the chemistry
he loves
of the
remakes
characters.
Now. He does. He likes TV remakes.
Yeah.
MacGyver and Hawaii Five-0.
But MacGyver, I was kind of frustrated with. I didn't think that was a good idea. And, it's I kind of like the direction they've gone with it. They've recast the character types, same names as it is, but their roles are different. I think that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying that. And then, anything NCIS, all three of those shows are banging.
NCIS?
They're
you
banging.
are the only person to watch NCIS.
No,
there's a blonde down the hall from us who watches all of those Criminal Minds, NCIS.
No, those are good. That New Orleans show,
terrible.
The New Orleans show I enjoy, and Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck. I love that.
I can't get past his stash.
That is a great show.
I gotta need a stash filter because he has the mustache on Blue Bloods, doesn't he?
He does.
That's his trademark.
And those Jesse Stone movies that they do every year or two, I think are great too.
Yeah. Well, you know what I'm watching? Project Runway, and then Top Chef started on Bravo. So.
Is Scream Queen still out?
It is. It's not doing as well as it did the first season.
And something that we enjoy that we have not gotten into yet this season, we haven't picked them up again, we're letting them stack in, is Arrow and what do you call it, The Flash, and what is it, the Legends of Tomorrow.
Not enough hours in the day for those.
And we need to start Supergirl. We haven't started Supergirl because it was on CBS and I knew they would jack it up. But as soon as
Brian's like, I could have wrote this script.
As soon as they moved it over to CW, now everything's again they're playing crossing streams and all that, which is what they should be doing.
I guess all I watch is reality TV. I guess that's
I'm so
No,
sorry.
you don't. You watch Project Runway and all that stuff.
You're not
That's
You're not
reality
watching
television.
reality
You need to watch
TV.
Westworld, which just ended, which was fantastic.
A lot of people didn't like the ending of Westworld.
Dude, it's his first season ending, and it was an amazing ending. There's a big world. It's so good.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's like next level.
All right.
South
Holiday
Park-
Baking Championships on.
Good God, man, killing me. South Park this season has been excellent. I've been watching that. Remember?
Speaking of reality shows,
Window makers.
Speaking of reality shows, I'm not going to go into any detail, but
On the Game Show Network.
I am going to be working on a reality show that is.
So I didn't know if we could talk about that or not.
Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm not going into any detail about who it is or what it is. And
So
stuff,
we can't talk about it.
But we are doing.
Would you be mad if I just said it right now?
No.
Say it. Say it.
Don't say it yet.
Say it. What's it rhyme with? Say it.
But it is actually much more reality than your typical reality show because we're taking things that are actually happening and we're being radically transparent. Which
Well,
is
most
pretty
reality
cool.
shows are reality. I mean, now you get
They're
into
not.
The
They are
Bachelor,
scripted.
Bachelorette,
They are
Big
scripted,
Brother.
sir.
Those are very scripted.
Right.
All of them are.
When you get into creative shows within, like Project Runway, you have people creating. You can't script who's going to make a better dress than somebody else. Who's going to embrace this? If you're watching Top Chef,
I'm going to say they
if you're watching Top
you
Chef,
can.
you can't. Somebody's going to make something that tastes good, and somebody's going to make something that doesn't taste good.
I'm going to tell
Right.
you, they do.
Don't bust my bubble, Kluger.
I'm going to tell you, they do. I worked in reality television for years.
Your life is a reality television show. So I say all that to say, when you say it's built more in reality, I knowing what I know, I could see why it would have to be almost, or it's going to lose its credibility.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Now it is. Scripting is loose. We're going this direction. We're going that direction. Kind of like
this show.
Yeah, with Duck Dynasty, when they got started, it was things that are going on, or we're going to basically retell a story that happened several years ago. And so they retold some of those stories and all that. And so we're going to be in some cases picking up the story and moving it forward and stuff, but we're not going to be overly scripting it.
You're just like looking at the screen laughing.
I'm looking at you on the screen. You look funny.
Wow, thanks. Let me take a break and fix my hair. And we'll come back, and Brian's finally going to talk about TLC, which he got to
Wrestling
attend.
and VIP wrestling in Dallas.
All that coming up right here on the final segment of the Entertainment Answer. Welcome back to the final segment of Entertainment Answer. Most of you hang around the entire show just for one purpose, and that is to hear Brian talk about wrestling.
Oh, wrestling, the pro wrestling.
That's right. So you were at TLC.
I was at TLC, Tables, Ladders, Chairs, WWE, which was this past Sunday at American Airlines Center. It was a hardcore group of events. The women's title on SmackDown changed hands.
Was that a surprise?
It was for me.
A little bit. Alexa Bliss, who's like the Harley Quinn of the WWE, put through a table Becky Lynch, who's like the steampunk goddess. It was excellent. But the main event between Dean Ambrose, the lunatic fringe, and AJ Styles, who everybody chants soccer mom because of his haircut, was an incredible TLC match. He did a 450 flip off the top rope onto a table. It was crazy. It was insane. I posted it online. It was good. And in that match, there's that I talked about him, I think last week, James Ellsworth, who's like 105-pound, nothing, no chin, jobber wrestler, came and interfered in that match and won it for the bad guy, who's AJ Styles. So that was excellent. And then, of course,
a surprise, obviously.
Yes, that was a surprise. I mean, he kept the championship, but it was great. And then the Intercontinental Championship between Mike The Miz, and Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match was also the stealer of the show.
Well, it is tables, ladders, and chairs.
It is. So there was a tables match, a chair match, a ladder match, and then to culminate everything, a TLC match of all three.
Between...
But which one?
Like a culmination match. Was that everybody in there?
No, just like between Dean Ambrose.
That was the big one.
There was one match that just involved chairs only, one match that just involved ladders only. One.
So if you brought a ladder to the chair match, it's like bringing a knife to a gunfight.
Correct. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go
illegal.
Go wait in the car.
Yeah.
Illegal.
In professional wrestling, that would be
that's
shunned. Speaking of reality TV,
shunned.
But if you're into wrestling, you need to get into the indie scene, and there is a Dallas-based promotion called VIP Wrestling. You can get tickets on ProWrestlingDallas.com.
Just where the guy goes after people with his
Joey Ryan, the king of dong style.
Why did you bring it up, Dave? I would even not have remembered.
He's so good, but he won't be there.
Why did you bring it up?
Who will be there? If you know any wrestling, you know the Von Erichs. Their kids will be there, and they are huge, big dudes who wrestle still. So they will be there. The Dudley Boys from WWE will be there.
Now, do you go to these live?
I've been to one. I went to Wrestle Circus, which is an awesome base promotion, and it was so good because there's like 250 to 400 people there. So there's like 5 rows. So it's real up and close and personal. It's so much fun.
So is it hard to get tickets if there's not that many people?
No. I think you could get tickets because there's standing room only, there's general admission, and then there's like the first 4 rows. So
they should make you their spokesperson.
I'm trying to. I will be here. Shelton Benjamin will be there. There's going to be crazy matches here. And it's December 16th at Gas Monkey Live.
Right.
The show starts
What's the size of that venue? Couple hundred?
Gas Monkey Live? No, it holds quite a few.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it because you're up close and personal with everybody, and there's a lot of interaction, like one-on-one with the wrestlers and the audience. And then they come out into the audience and talk to you. You can get their shirts, sign stuff.
Kind of like Johnny Carson did, where he'd go stand and when someone didn't show up or something, he'd go stand in the audience and ask them to tell stories.
Yes. It's
Stump the band.
That's what it is.
But it's called Holiday Havoc in 3D. Friday, December 16th at Gas Monkey Live. It's going to be so crazy. It's.
So is that your event of the week?
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, for the
week of the 12th,
week, yeah, next Friday, you should definitely go. Like Pro Wrestling Dallas, it's called VIP Wrestling.
Hang on, he says event of the week, right? He says event of the week for next week. The only event that's next week is Rogue One. That's it.
VIP Wrestling. Everybody, you can see Rogue One literally for the next 4 months.
Oh, that's true.
You will only get this one show.
Yeah. Well, if I had to recommend anything, it'd be Christmas Carol at the Wiley. What they've done with the Christmas, dude, it was probably the
Scrooge
best.
Scrooge is a woman.
Scrooge is a woman, and it's brilliant. They've kind of changed some things, but not so much that you're like, this isn't the same story. It's moving.
Would Dickens be proud?
Yes, I think he would be the first one to stand up and just yell how excited he was. Cool. So yeah, if you want to check out that, you can go to attpac.org or DallasTheaterCenter.com for that as well. So good week.
That was a good week.
All right, good deal.
Good deal.
You gonna be traveling soon?
We're doing a little traveling over the holidays. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to New Orleans.
Gonna be good.
Of course you are.
It's going to be, I will be posting things.
Oh, that's why you need to follow them. Where can they follow us on stuff there, BK?
The Entertainment Answer, the ENT Answer on Twitter, the Entertainment Answer on YouTube and Facebook.
There you go.
And you can find Matt Mungle at Matt Mungle or Dave Curley at Dave Curley.
That's how easy it is.
It's very easy. Just type in our names. We'll be there and we'll be posting for the holiday season.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of cool stuff coming up, right?
We do.
We do.
We're going to be doing, we're going to be
didn't say anything to me. Is this like when you don't send me the run sheet for the show?
You just have to click on the email or go to the Google Drive, sir.
Just put it in the Google. Yeah.
I am going to text Curly one letter at a time from now on, so I know he gets it. He's going to love it.
Oh, that's why we have so much fun. Well, you guys have a safe time, whatever you're doing out there, and we'll be back next week with more entertainment answers for your unasked questions.